Hits by the pound.
Yeah, this is how we do it in the Central Coast, man. We got 40 ounces, Old English, rag tops, 6'4" Impalas, and bikini girls, man. This is how we do it on the West Coast. San Diego, San Francisco, Los Angeles. But don't forget about the Central Cali, man. Please don't forget about the Central Cali. Yeah, get 'em.
It's another sunny day in the state of California. Low rider palm trees and G's that put it on ya. This ain't a negative, we speaking ebonics. Rank talk, candy paint on D's with hydraulics. Baseball hat with the sticker on the brim. Don't let the sun blind your sight, cause things can get grim. But I'm not here to talk about banana clips and guns. We're going back to Cali and we're gonna have some fun. A West Coast and welcome back to Two-Face Entertainment Podcast. I am your host, Fred Segura. Yes, folks. Yes, we're still at it. We kind of took a couple of weeks off due to uploading the Street Connect documentary film that I did. I want to thank everybody for going in there and viewing it. I truly appreciate it. I appreciate the feedback, being that it was my first film. I mean, and really not having the know-how on what to do, and made it happen, and it feels great, Thank you for that, and thank you. I mean, if you guys feel somebody could benefit from that or appreciate that for whatever reason, please like, share, and subscribe. Anyhow, the time off also was intentional. It was nothing bad. Everything's good. Everything's going great. Thankfully, I'm still trying to get over that, just the lingering cough that remains. Not as bad no more. It's starting to fade away. Anyhow, we are upon or Thanksgiving week is upon us. I'm not going to try to take too much time. I'll let people enjoy their time with their family. So I'm going to make this one short and sweet. And if you already read the title, guys, it wasn't like yesterday or within the past couple of days. This happened. Excuse me. This happened in I believe it was 2018. Anyhow, so one day I'm at home, and I'm on the computer. And I was doing something, I forget, whatever I was doing. I was working on something. And I had just, was just saying, you know what, I'm a bit tired, I'm going to go to bed, And it was only like 8 o'clock. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning. And sorry, 8 o'clock in the morning. 8 o'clock in the evening. And I was like, man, I'm tired, So anyhow, I'm gonna go to bed, and I get up, and it was around this time toward the end of the year, October, November time of the year, where the time changed, and it gets darker faster and stuff, and so anyhow, so it seemed a little bit later for me, but I was a little exhausted that day, so I get up, and I go close up the windows and stuff around my house. And so I get up, and I go over to the window in front of the house, and I'm closing the window, and I see two guys, but see, I only see silhouettes. I see two guys standing by my vehicle in the driveway. All right, and there's one tall individual and a shorter individual. And then I look toward the front of the house, and I see, again, and all I can really see is silhouettes. I can't see, I can't see what it is. I know they're wearing beanies and jackets and stuff, and like, kind of, it looked like bulky jackets and stuff. I can see the beanies a little bit, make out that they're wearing beanies. And I thought, oh, well, it's one of the people down the street or whatever, or neighbors that, they kind of rock out. They're into that, kind of dress code, if you will. So I'm thinking that it's a relative of mine standing by my vehicle with another guy that hangs out. That's a pretty tall guy, that hangs out here in the neighborhood. And I thought it was them, just kind of, chilling, posted by my vehicle. And all of a sudden, I'm about to close the window, and they flash light on me like a bright flashlight. See, and then my former neighbor used to do that all the time. He'd buy gadgets and stuff and shine the infrared beam into the house or the flashlights. And he'd be messing around with stuff. So when they flashed the light on me, they said, "Hey, open the door." And I looked at them like, "What the heck?" I said, "What?" They said, "Hey, open the door." That's what I heard. I heard him say, "Open the door." He said, "It's probation. Open the door." And I go, "Oh man!" I said, "You know what? F you, man." You know what I mean? I told him like that, right? And then poof, another light comes up from the other I'm looking to my left toward my driveway, and then poof, another light on the right side pops up, right? And they said, "It's probation, open the door." And I'm like, "Hey, you know what? F you too, man." Like, you know what I mean? And I'm laughing, right? I'm laughing at the situation. Like, man, get the heck out of here, dude. Like, knock it off, And then I see one person emerge from the light and kind of got into the light to where I could see. And holy mother of Jesus, I see the badge and I see the bulletproof vest. And then I start seeing people start surrounding. Like, people like along the fence and stuff. I'm like, what the heck is going on? So, but see, consciously, I know I'm not in any kind of trouble, but I'm like, okay, but what's going on? And I said, "Man," I go, "this is not a joke." And they're like, "No, you need to open the door. We're going to break it down." And I was like, whoa. I go, "Hey, hold on, guys." So I open the door, and these guys rush right in. Everybody, females too as well. They rush into the house, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? And then the guy sits me down. He's like, "Hey, man, he starts like, 'Don't move.' And I'm like, okay, like, what the heck is going on, dude?" Like, he's all, and then they tell me who they're looking for. And it's a friend of mine. And I said, "Well, he's not here, dude. Like, he doesn't live here." He says, "Well, that's what it turned out this friend, good buddy, put me down, put my address down, that he was staying here. So he goes on the run." You know what I mean? So they came to look for him. And I'm like, "Oh, dude," like, I said, "No, bro, I know him, but I haven't seen him." And which was the truth. I hadn't seen him in a long time. He got into, he started doing bad. So I hadn't kept in touch with him no more. I said, I don't, I really don't know. Well, they went through everything in my house. Everything. I mean, they didn't mess nothing up. I'm not saying that. But they searched everything. And then they started, "Clear, clear, clear, clear." And they come up. And then I at this point, too, now I'm laughing. And they're like, "What's funny?" I go, "Dude," "I honestly thought this was a joke, dude." They said, "No, this is no joke." And they were very stern about it. Like, they're like, "Oh, no, this is no joke. This is not, this is no way to joke with anybody." I'm like, "Okay, dude, but you're not understanding my perspective of it, dude. It's funny." That's how I saw it. I'm like, "Dude, this is crazy. This is crazy." Like, wow. Anyhow, they end up, leaving. And what happened was, then, people around the neighborhood, they start coming over like, "Dude, what the heck happened?" So one of the people around the block, they tell me, "Hey, man, I was outside, smoking a cigarette." He goes, "And I seen the SUVs and black cars come in, and they came in with the lights off. And I seen them pointing rifles and stuff at your house." And he was like, "Damn, man, Fred, what did Fred do, dude? Like, what the heck, dude? Like, did he kill somebody or something? Like, what the heck?" He goes, "And then, dude," you know what was crazy, bro? He's all, he goes, "I heard them tell you, open the door, and you're like, F you. Like, he said, man, he goes, dude, Fred, he goes, I thought to myself, man, this guy's crazy, bro. Like, he's like, whatever, like, he doesn't care. I go, nah, bro, I didn't know who it was. And we start laughing, we were joking about it. We were, you know what I mean? Is it a, look, guys, I'm not glorifying it. I'm not trying to say, oh my God, like, hey, this is my situation. I thought was funny. It was funny because I knew I wasn't in any kind of trouble. Could it have gone wrong? On a very serious note, that's the scary part. I mean, it could have been some trigger happy guy and just blown me away at the window. So anyhow, but thankfully no. And do I continue to think that it was humorous? Yes, because of the situation that happened. I mean, you're not expecting that. I mean, if you're living that life, whatever, okay, fine, so be it. You know what I mean? But I'm not. And I wasn't then and I'm not now. It's like whatever, you know. So I'm not expecting something like that to come down. So when that happened, and mind you, again, goes back to everything with, how I get along with my, you know, friends in the neighborhood, how it kind of fit into the whole description of everything. So I took it took it lightly, like, lightly, like, okay, whatever, until I actually saw the badges and the bulletproof vest and the rifles and stuff. And then one of the neighborhood guys was telling me, dude, he goes, bro, they rushed all along the back. Your house was completely surrounded, and they had the rifles out. He goes, when I seen those dudes, get down and they had the rifles pointed at your house, he goes, I closed my garage, dude. Like, he goes, I was out of this. Like, and we're like, wow. He goes, and I can still hear you talking crap to him. You know what I mean? Like, I go, wow, dude. But he says, man, this guy's high profile. He's telling me all this stuff. But, it is what it is, guys. Don't give anybody your address of your friends trying to help them out. I mean, this guy, I didn't give him my address. He knows my address. Yeah, I called him after, I think, because I still had his number at the time. So we left it at that, left it at that. And yeah, I haven't seen him again. After that. I think he texted me one time, but after that he was checked himself into rehab or something, and then I don't know what he had just seemed like he was at the end of his road, with stuff, and he wanted desperately to get help. And I told him, look, I'm here for you, bro, as a friend, but you got to get off that stuff. You got to get off the, whatever you're doing. And yeah, he wasn't here. He wasn't here. He wasn't here at my house. He wasn't. I had no contact in a sense with him at that point. I mean, I had contact with him, but I didn't know where he was at. Anyhow, guys, I really hope he's doing good. I just feel like, yeah, it was unfortunate, man. Don't let people run that game, run your address, or you're trying to do them a favor, because then they can get you into some trouble. It could have been serious, looking back and really thinking about it. But hey, again, not living that life and knowing consciously that you're not involved in anything like that, I took it lightly until I saw that it was real. It got real. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving with family, friends, and so forth. Keep this in mind, guys. We're here today, gone tomorrow. Appreciate quality time with your family and friends. With that, this is Two Face Entertainment Podcast. I am Fred Segura, signing out.